Today, I'm going to demonstrate for you the components of the theory analysis paper 1. For this demonstration, I am going to compare and contrast two international relations theories and conduct an analysis as to which theory better explains the onset of World War I. Just to be sure, we do expect you to follow the basics of essay structure, as we have shown here to you in two different ways when you navigate this particular writing assignment, as well as the remainder of the writing assignments for this course. The length of this paper is 3 to 4 pages if you are in Professor Asal's class, and 4 pages if you are in Mr. Sin's class. The paper should be double-spaced and have 1-inch margins all around. Additionally, the paper should be typed with either Arial 10 font or Times New Roman 12 font. Now that we've gotten the administrative items out of the way, let's discuss what should be included in the content of the paper. In your introduction paragraph, we expect to see a thesis statement where you state which theory you believe explains the phenomenon under examination better. Your second paragraph should discuss the fundamental propositions of the first theory of your choice. The third paragraph should discuss the fundamental propositions of the second theory of your choice. The fourth paragraph applies the propositions of the first theory to the phenomenon under examination. And the fifth paragraph applies the propositions of the second theory to the phenomenon under examination. The sixth paragraph evaluates the two competing explanations provided by two theories, and the seventh paragraph is your conclusion, where you restate and reaffirm your thesis statement. For the rest of this discussion, I'm going to demonstrate to you what these paragraphs might look like. The demonstration, however, will use quick examples rather than more in-depth analysis for two reasons. One, I don't think you want to watch a video clip that runs for longer than 15 minutes. And two, your paper is only 4 pages long, so you have to be very judicious on what information you choose to present and what not to present and still get your point across clearly. As mentioned previously, the topic of the paper for this demonstration is the onset of World War I. The onset of World War I has been studied by the scholars of international relations for decades, and the onset can be explained via several different international relations theories. Of all the international relations theories, realism and feminism are the two theories that best explains the onset of World War I. I argue, departing from more widely accepted positions in international relations, that feminist perspective better explains the onset of World War I than realist perspective. Please note that in this introduction, I started broad and quickly focused in on the thesis statement. I started by saying there are several theories that can explain the onset of World War I, then I immediately narrowed it down to 2 theories. And then I directly stated which theory is better. And yes, this is exactly what we are expecting on your paper. Your introduction paragraph should be between 3 to 6 sentences, depending on your writing style. If you have more than 6 sentences for your introduction paragraph, you have gone too far, and you are off the proverbial reservation. Your first 2 body paragraphs, 1 paragraph for each theory, will be devoted to describing the 2 international relations theories that you will be applying to the phenomenon under examination. So here is what this portion of the paper might look like. The fundamental proposition of realism is that the structure of international system is defined by anarchy. Therefore, the system is one of self-help, with each state seeking its own security. In such a system, distribution of power and capability are the determinant factors guiding the behaviors of states. States, in the realist world, are seen as rational unitary actors striving to survive in a dangerous world by seeking relative gains over absolute gains. States, therefore, are extremely fearful of the rise of other states, and the balance of power, achieved either by external or internal means, becomes very important in keeping the system peaceful. Realism, consequently, contends that wars occur when there is an imbalance of power, or when there is about to be a changing of the guards in the hegemonic order of the states. Feminism in the international relations examines how international politics affects and is affected by both men and women. It contends that the core concepts employed in the international politics are very gender-biased, male-centric, and highly masculinized. It further contends that the social construction of male identity and the masculine nature of the political discourse of the international politics tends to incite aggression and competition among the state leaders, vast majority of whom are males. Examining how gender shapes the global politics and political economy, the scholars of feminist international relations theory were able to show states with higher percentage of women in political decision-making apparatus tend to behave less aggressively, and their foreign policies tend to be less assertive than those states with lower percentage,